All right, we got some good gameplay with Moj here. Gonna focus on Moj, not to pick on him, but just to point out mainly some defensive positioning things. His side out game, passing and setting have been like infinitely better. I think there's some easy things on defense you can improve on though, so we can try to focus on those things and see if we can get a little better. I'll just start with the serve receive. High level players aren't doing this, but when my partner is serving, I like watching them serve so I can have more reaction time to see where the ball is going. If the other team sends it over on one and you watch your teammate serve the ball, you're gonna have more time to react. But yeah, high level players aren't doing that. So high level players are also not sending the ball over on one. So there's that. All right, we're gonna watch this because this is a really common thing that's happening. So Henry serves to me. You know, this is not a good pass. This is a bad pass. But he's serving to my left, so you can expect the pass to go like left of the target. And then once the ball is coming to me, you can just immediately start going to the target. So let's see what happens here in slow motion. This is some revolutionary stuff. So your first step is like it kind of like forwards to the right. It should be just like straight left. And then that ends up adding up to be like 1.5 steps, because instead of stepping forward to the right, you could be stepping in the other way, so that it ends up being like 1.5 steps. So imagine, you know, you're kind of 1.5 steps late to this ball, but if you immediately started going to the left, you could have been there. But I mean, it's my fault. I mean, that's a bad pass. Kind of the same thing happens here. This was a more controlled pass. Still not a good one though. But your first step curls around to the right. So that ends up being 1 or 2 steps that you could have had. So you could have already been to the ball like now, but you're still like just arriving, so you're kind of late. You do save it off the net though. You saved me. It could have been easier though. Could have been a better set. Still warming up here. Warming up. I'll just say with this set, this ends up being fine. I mean, now you notice like your bad sets, quote unquote bad sets, aren't that bad anymore. It's a major improvement. But let's see if there's anything to point out here. Like you used to like fall backwards, and now you're done with that, which is great. What else is that? How much is that?
Yeah, up and down. No one.
You're just early. Still kind of getting in the rhythm and things. This is your first game.
Yeah, up and down.
But you like actually had a lot of speed by the time the ball left my hands. So you just try to be a little bit more patient. You ended up getting there just in front of the ball and early. Nice. You could talk about your approach, but it's not really a weakness in your game right now. All right, let's see this one. Okay, so they send me. This is a fairly easy ball. I'm gonna have some. I should have good control over this. You know, this is essentially a free ball that's coming. So Once he hits it to me, like you can just immediately start assuming you got to go to the target. And then, like right now, you know the ball's coming to me, so we can move this down to, let's say, half speed and see what happens. But your first step is like this way. First step should be to the camera's right. Slow motion. So even though this is like this pass is pretty fine, you're still kind of late to the ball, and then you end up using more of your arms than your legs because you're late. And then it pushes the ball, ends up being fine though. But if you get there sooner, you can have more control of that set. This is a middle ball, but I think it's yours. Let's see if we can how to read Henry better. He's just... It's gonna be hard to communicate. Just in his arm motion, he ends up going left to right. So, like, you can be more middle here. It's hard to explain. I could have been more middle too, I guess. Could I have done something about this? So, I think they go over on 2 here, and you're just not back yet. You hit the ball, and you just got to go back. 1, 2, 3. I mean, if you're back, this is like essentially a free ball.
Three. Go on. Get too tight.
Too tight. Good help. Yeah, that's a good swing. Better players getting involved, but you can definitely get this ball. So, I mean, here, like, you know, Henry's just going straight up. He's not hitting the ball with any pace when his arm is like that. So, you don't know for sure he's going short. But I mean, when he's this tight to the net and he's just going up, he's like probably going short. And you're there. If you like dive properly for this ball and reach with one arm, you get this ball. But the dive mechanics just aren't there. You tried though, so that's good. Bad pass.
Push.
Wish I could score. Like that, like you can get this ball, but like you're kind of backing up when he's hitting the ball, so you can't even attempt to get this ball. But if you were like ready on your toes when he's hitting this ball, you can at least attempt to dive, but you're kind of off balance when he's hitting the ball, so you can't even dive for it. Let's just watch it again. You know, like this is we're gonna watch when you set the ball. When you set the ball, like Okay, they're not going over on one here. You need to get back to your spot. So you're still like kind of too far up, waiting to see what's gonna happen, and then you realize like, all right, now you need to get back, but because you're in the process of getting back, you can't go forward. So after you set the ball, you know, if you would have got back to your spot already, and then been ready, you could have been on your toes to then dive for this ball, but because it took you so long to get back, you can't go for this ball. And then, I mean, look where it lands. Like, it really wasn't that far away from you. You kind of just weren't ready for it. I don't even know if you would have had to dive for the ball if you were ready for it.
You got it. Left. Up and down. Someone. Come on. You got it. You got it. Oh, that's you. Ah! Out. Yeah. Service.
Great spot. Good swing in. 2 points in a row for Henry. I don't know. I mean, this is a gettable ball, but I mean, this is a relatively good hit by Henry, like given what's been going on. I would just say you're starting your arms down here. I think he actually ends up getting it somewhat low. You might want to consider starting with your hands up, especially because Henry, he's like not bouncing this ball on the front half of the court. So probably start with the hands up, but that's kind of a... I'm less confident about that. It's tricky. I think I passed it over here.
Go, 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 go.
Just not good enough. Always good. I would jump and get up there, but I'm about 5'6". Damn. It's a pretty decent rip. Good up by Henry. This is a free ball. You can just tell it ended up being a good shot. I don't know if it was out, but you could tell you were going to be early on this approach. Just because we started pretty close, and I give you a friggin' high set. Maybe I shouldn't set that high, but that was still pretty good. Just a little early. Nice, good pass. I mean, this shit's working, but I would just say in your approach, this like, I think you could do more on this hop. I think this hop is better than nothing, but you could like really spring down into the ground. You could hop and get really low when you land down on the hop, so you can spring up. But when you're doing this little jump, you're still like pretty upright. So it doesn't really enable you to jump a second time, which is like the whole point of that explosive 1-2 step. Like the explosive hop or explosive 1-2 step is setting it up so you can jump high on your final jump. And when you're doing this like upright hop, you can't really jump high the second time. But I mean, perfect line shot, so. Okay. Here, we're gonna watch this play. Right now, you know, Henry's shot right here, the only shot he has is this. So even I'm already trying to cheat to cover this. But his shoulders are completely squared off. So he only has this shot. So let's watch this whole approach too. Like this is a bad set. It's too far inside. So when the set's coming to the left, you probably already know he's going to hit the ball to the left. But because the set was so far inside, he can't attack the ball. He has to kind of shoot it. Or like he can't hit a down ball with this. So like you got to be ready on your toes that this is coming. Right here. Like he has no approach at the end. He's totally squared off. He only has that shot. So like this is this is the time to be on your toes and dive for that ball. You can get that ball. Touch it. Oh, he hit the net. Hell yeah! What a block. 5-6, by the way. I could have got that ball. It's similar. It's not exactly the same. His shoulders are still like, he has all of this to work with, and that's why it's not the same. He's not quite as squared off. But I could still get that ball. And the difference between these two plays is the set. So like this set is to Henry's right hand, and that's really the difference. He doesn't have to go across his body to hit this ball. He still has to reach for it, but because he doesn't have to go across his body, his shoulders are still, he still technically has this court to work with and still hit a reasonable ball. That's the difference between this shot and the shot that landed on the other side. But I mean, a better player than me is like Matt Bruzek is picking up this ball all day. Like I'm telling you, Matt's getting this ball. Like this is a better ball. We kind of got confused if who was getting middle there. That's what happened. Hit the ball lefty. Sweet. I should just do that every time. Out.
You got it. Outside. Go. You got it. Go.
Gotta rewatch some of this. So on this pass, you have the time, but you kind of finish straight up or just slightly backwards. And a lot of times I'm calling outside just so you try to finish forwards, but you kind of just finish up, and that's exactly what happens to the ball. So that's like not a bad set, but it could be a little bit better. And like I'm not good enough to be able to score on, not perfect sets. So that's the difference.
You got it. You got it. Go.
It's good enough.
Gotcha. You. Yeah, just up and down. Jeff, just up and down. Why you?
Let's score this one. Oof. Shit. I mean, on this ball, he's ripping this ball. You can, I don't know, like in this position, you're hunched all the way forward, like this. You're bending forward. If your hands were in front of you, you could actually like reject this ball back to him. If your hands were up, you could just push this ball forward or up. But like right now, your arms are just straight down. So like, let's say he hits it straight at your arms right now, you're still not getting this ball up. But if your hands were up, like you could potentially just push this ball back. And like do a Danny and hit it over on one or just try to pop it up. But in this position, it's going to be really hard. And then it ends up like hitting the middle of your chest, I think. But if your hands were there, you could have got, like, this seems like a challenging ball, but you could have actually picked this up with like some frequency if your hands were up. You're in the right spot.
Go.
Read that one.
Go on.
Nice swing. So much better. It's a set to his right hand. It's just kind of a bullshit outcome, but it's a better set.
You got it. One more.
What's going on here, fellas? Weak.
Back. Nice. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
No one. No one. Play. Out.
Oof. Looks like a good hit. Nice.
No one. Out.
Out. Little run here. This is kind of similar. Yeah, you can get this ball. So, you know, you're on your heels, but like he's never hitting a down ball at you here. So like, there's really no reason to be at your heels when he's in this like overreaching position. Like he has no pace on this ball, so like you gotta be ready to move. But like you're on your heels and you can't. You're just not quick enough on your heels. You gotta be like on your toes and ready to dive. You ended up, you know, perking up a little bit, and then if you dive for this ball, you got it. You're there. You're just a dive away. It's a good serve. He gets me then. He got me. I mean, I'm gonna give you a terrible pass here. If this is our tournament, I think you would go for this, but I think you could have actually got this ball too. I'm not gonna lie. 1, 2, 3. And then it like you can hear how much time there was in the air. Terrible pass. But like I think if you ran for it, you could have actually touched it.
You got it.
It was pretty far out there though. I mean, it was, that was probably one of the worst passes of the day. But you ripped that serve. It's a net. It's a little awkward. Nice pass. Let's go. Alright, good talk. Nice. Just fucking that goes outside on his right side. He's the only person that does this. Short ball's not good enough. And Henry does that. Could probably get that ball too, but I mean, it's kind of a bullshit ball too. I'm just really proud of this play. Nice.
Easy back. No one.
Take a look at this one. So this is a great up. So we start this distance, and you're setting the ball like, you know, I end up receiving the ball out here, and then you move to the right. And normally it's like good to move to your right so I can pass, I can set to your left hand. But like, you're saying easy back, and I'm glad you're saying something. But like, where exactly am I supposed to set the ball when I'm over here and you're over here? Like, yeah, I don't know. This is just gonna be this is gonna be a really hard setup. I'd much rather you like start from over here, and for me to give you a more controlled set.
No one.
It worked. Close one. I think let's see this play. Yeah, like I could be wrong about this, but I mean you're starting your platform like super low, and like Matt's the only one of us that can like hit a down ball in the front half of the court. Henry, like even on Henry's good attacks, he's never like going to be able to bounce the ball here. Maybe in the most perfect conditions. So like I'd be more ready for like chest level, deeper driven shots. So if you like right now, like your arms start. Let me see on the camera. Your arms start really low. So in order to get this ball, you have to flail your arms up, and like it's just gonna be really hard to have it controlled up like that. Whereas if you started your hands like up, you don't need as much movement to get to that ball, and then it's just a shift, and then like it's just a shift and a little push up. Whereas if you're starting way down there, you have a lot of movement. It's gonna be hard. I'm not really the expert on that though, but just try to predict where he's hitting the ball, and if he's hitting like deeper driven shots, I'd rather start higher up. Good touch at least. Tank. Man, that is ripped. That's six back. That was actually a great ball by Henry. But you're like moving as he's hitting the ball, so you can't make any adjustments. You cheated up. I guess you thought he was going short, but if you didn't cheat, you could have at least touched this ball. And like that's kind of the whole point. Is like if you don't cheat, hopefully you can at least touch every ball. I think this was the lift, but I think you could also, you could at least make an attempt for that ball. That's it. I mean, that ball was right there. What a spot. This one's much harder to defend. It's way harder to defend when he's cutting outside like that and then has the whole court. His shoulders have this, that. So it's just a good approach. And then an ugly one.
You got it. I'm up. Yeah, 4.
Easy.
Go on.
So I mean, just to talk about this, I mean, you have a good up here. You're saying 4, but like right now, if I'm actually setting a 4 ball, this is not going to be to your left hand. So, I think you want to be calling 4s when you are passing to the target. But on this play, I'm actually setting from here, so you want to shift your ideal set that much distance. So, I'd probably call it 3 ball here. Yeah, or middle. But too strong. Saddle game too strong. It doesn't even matter. Easy ball.
Go on.
I mean, I think you can get this ball, but this you're moving backwards. Let's watch the whole thing. You're moving backwards as he's hitting the ball, so you can't even go forwards. You can't even make the attempt. So watch out. You hit this ball, and like you need to get back to your spot. Kind of hop back, waiting in the middle. But your like final step was still going backwards. If you just would have started backwards, you could have ended up going forwards and getting the ball. you know what? I'm gonna go back to this. It was just even this this final step. Like, I actually don't hate just, like, once you're already there, like, I don't hate just being in that spot and then being ready there and then being able to move. You're giving up a little bit more court, but, like, if you're ready in that position, then you can at least cover your surrounding area. But because you're still moving backwards, you end up actually covering way less court because you're not as mobile. But he completely squares off the end here, so you kind of can detect the ball is going that way, and then that's the time you have to start moving up. So ideally, like, you could. He's already starting to close off his shoulders here. Like, ideally, you're going to be ready now, and then start adjusting to his approach now. So ideally, you'd be set, and now you're already set. You see he's squaring off, and then you go forward. That's how you get that ball. What a play! Okay, watch it twice.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
All right. Highline. Go.
It's over the net.
I'm with you. Jeff.
Nice, dude. Damn.
You got it.
We got it. Ah, I fuck up. Tragic. Let's see what happens here. It ended up being off, and then I went short anyways. Which is a bad choice. Bad hit. Nice swing. Got him. Got him.
With you. No one. Yeah. Up and down.
Okay.
No one.
Nice, dude. Good job getting outside there. Oof, so close.
Yeah.
Nice. Go outside.
Come on,
What a
man.
spot. What a spot on that jumbo. Damn. I would have thought he was going somewhere else here. This is a great rip by Henry. Shoulders are, you know, he has the middle end right here. I would have thought he was going more this way, but oops. He rips it for the back line though. That was a game-winning shot.
No one.
And then I'm in here. The thing about cheating up like this is you're always a dive away from getting the short balls anyway, so you don't have to cheat up that much to get the short balls. And then it leaves just all of the backcourt open. This is so open. If you block, it's different.
Yeah. Four. No one. Nice. You got it.
Yeah, these circuit sets.
Outside.
Matthews circuit sets.
No one.
So, I mean, kind of similar thing. He has to really reach to get this ball, so he's never gonna have pace. If you're just in your spot and ready to move, you can get this ball. You might have thought it was going over, I don't know, but it ends up this ends up being a free ball for Henry when he should actually never score here. GG though.